Hello, everyone, and happy Monday to you all. Thank you for joining Lisa and myself today for Care Team Chronicles, where we will continue our conversation on women's health. Hi, Lisa. How are you doing today?
Hi, Sasha. This is so much fun. We get to do this again because there's so much to talk about when it comes to women's health.
Yeah, and that's what I was just going to say is last time we met for part one, and if you missed it, we have the link here in our description to our YouTube page. But we met out for part one on women's health, and we covered a lot. But considering these complex systems that we women have, I'm sure we left some things out too.
Yes, we might even do a part three. So,
Why not? So today I kind of wanted to bring up some different questions and comments that we've been getting more recently about the subject of pain, fibromyalgia, osteoporosis, and finding a product that can just help to alleviate some of that pain. Would you say we've been getting questions like that as well?
we get a lot of questions like that. One thing that Sasha and I thought would be helpful for our viewers is to talk about complementary therapy when it comes to CBD. And most of you know that it takes a bit of time to find that therapeutic amount that is truly helpful for you. And it's quite unique for each one of us. So in the meantime, when we're looking for relief, it's good to look at complementary therapies. So for instance, when it comes to pain, you definitely want to take a product internally. Sublingually is the most popular. But you can also be using a topical, like an ointment or a balm or a cream. And you can use that as many times a day on joints, on wherever you feel pain, and that could help give you a bit of relief while you're looking to find that therapeutic amount.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it's really important what you said about how you can apply it several times a day with topicals. It's very unlikely that topicals will get to that second layer of skin, your dermis layer, which has your blood vessels. So, the chance for that CBD to get into your bloodstream is not very likely. So it's mostly just alleviating the pain in a localized area.
That's correct.
Yeah, which is great. Yes. And so, we talked a little bit beforehand. We talked about fibromyalgia, how it's kind of just, that condition that someone gives you when you just have pain all over, right? And it affects women more so than men, especially as we get older and inflammation comes about. And that's another thing that CBD has been shown through research to be helpful with is the inflammation. And, to take that even a step farther, when you consider other conditions like osteoporosis that women suffer through, research has shown that that inflammatory conditions can be a leading cause of bone thinning. So by being able to prevent that inflammation, we may be able to prevent that bone thinning as well. So that's one reason how CBD could help with that. In addition, they have also found through research that CBD can help to increase your collagen production, which can likely contribute to increasing your bone fracture repair. So by
Smiling because I never knew this about collagen.
yeah.
That again.
Yeah, there was a study that was done in healing femur fractures for rats. So for 8 weeks, they were given CBD and THC. Not that THC has the same bone stimulating properties that CBD does, but it can help to potentiate the CBD, which is what we know as the entourage effect. So these rats were given both CBD and THC, and it was found that there was an increase in collagen production, which contributed to the improved mechanical properties of fracture callus, so helping to strengthen the bone.
Interesting. And then osteoporosis is also something that, and you and I talked about this, Sasha, but it really affects a huge amount of women, especially as we start going through menopause. later in life. And when our estrogen production diminishes, it also, our bones become less dense and more prone to becoming brittle, which really signifies that aging process that we go through. So CBD um, could play a large part in helping with this debilitating disease.
Yes, absolutely. So, and then I've had questions recently about that. So I'm glad we had the opportunity to talk about this today because CBD products can, may help with that a lot. So we're happy to talk with you about that one-on-one, helping you to find a quality product that you can get started with. Here at Realm of Caring, we really believe that the quality of your product matters. So, be wary of things that are out there. We can help you find something that's best suited for you.
Absolutely. And to touch upon that, we have on our resources page on our website, we do have a quality of life matters uh, PDF. And that basically, all that does is it educates you on what you need to know about buying or purchasing a quality product. Nowadays, there's CBD everywhere. I'm sure everybody's noticed. You don't even need a brick and mortar. There's trucks selling CBD. There's CBD water. There's CBD gummies. There's CBD everything. So it really is important to know what you're buying, how many milligrams are these products being tested? Are they being not just tested in-house, but are they going through independent lab testing? How often? Is it every batch? Where does the hemp come from? Is it from this country, this state? So there's so much that you need to know. We don't want anybody taking products that are toxic in any way, especially people that are already dealing with chronic conditions.
Yes. And, as with the many other products out there that are marketed towards women, high cost does not necessarily mean that it is high quality. You can find plenty of products that are more affordable, and we can help you find those too. That could benefit you. And, we talked about this last time too, how women love to put themselves last. And so, maybe you're just going to buy yourself the cheapest option because you're, saving money for the kids or somebody else, or you're just thinking of somebody else. So I would say, contact us to find something that could be of high quality, that is affordable. It doesn't mean you have to buy the cheapest or the most expensive option. So, we can help you to consider that budget too, especially this time of year when you're shopping for everybody else. And we know that all you women are.
This is so true. So true. What other questions do you often get, Sasha, as being part of the care team?
Mhm. I would say that a lot in conjunction with pain are the other ailments that come as a result of that pain. So depression, extreme fatigue or insomnia, poor sleep, because pain can really just disrupt so much of our daily lives, our moods, and how maybe CBD could help with that too. So what do we think? How can how can CBD help with those other ailments, Lisa?
Right. Well, CBD, among so many things that you mentioned, is reported to be an anti-anxiety, antibacterial, antidepressive, helps with sleep, also considered to be an analgesic, bone stimulator, as we were talking earlier with osteoporosis. So yes, and we don't realize, but when your body is under chronic attack of pain, I mean, we stiffen, we are more anxious, we're depressed, we're not able to do what we
Making
typically
me want
do.
to relax my shoulders.
I know. So it's amazing, but just having that one condition can lead to so many other things. Um, so it really, when you consider the effects of painkillers, and you consider CBD, it's almost a no-brainer. It's something with little to no side effects. Um, Something that we can get very easily, something that can be affordable, and that is incredibly helpful, not to just women, but to all people.
Absolutely. Yes. And I think it's so important to touch on that, CBD is not just going to potentially help with the pain as an analgesic, as an anti-inflammatory, but it also has those other properties that may help with the mood disorders that come or the behavioral disorders that come along too. So anti-anxiety, antidepressant, helping to improve those sleep-wake cycles. So we have an increased quality of sleep over time. There's, as a modulator itself, CBD can help with a multitude of those conditions. So I'm glad that you touched on all of those benefits that it has.
Absolutely, Sasha. Well, it's so good. I want to remind everybody that if you have questions, remember our care team is here Monday through Thursday, 8 to 5 on the phone. That's Mountain Time. Our phone number is on our website, but it's 719-347-5400, option 1. We're here to help. If you're calling us not your thing, you can chat us on our website. You can write us an email, and our return time is fairly quick. So please don't hesitate.
Yes, please don't hesitate at all. And let us know what you think, what questions or comments you have. We're happy, Lisa and I are happy to do a part 3 for women's health. We're happy to do topics on, or, episodes on topics that you find are most important. So please let us know what you think. And I think that's it for today. We can continue our conversation another time. And next week, be sure to join in again because we'll be talking with Dr. Susan Taylor. She'll be joining us again. We're going to be discussing revitalizing the body and reclaiming the mind, especially during these trying times of pandemic fatigue.
Yes, I get many aha moments whenever I watch her.
Yeah.
So
make sure that you tune in. Yes, and thank you. Thank you for Lisa for joining me today.
Thanks for having me. It's always a joy.
And everyone at home, please be well. And until next time, be good to yourselves.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.